is ratioed. People are getting ratioed. Apparently, they're the guy's channel is silly enough without me making up a name for it. But let's just say Clone Fresh is now saying that the BBC account was or the Doctor Who account or something was ratioed because of the announcement of like Jodie Whittaker, the anniversary of her first episode a little while back, and I'm like, Jesus H. Jones, how many stupid terms are we gonna come up with these days for dumb things online? It has something to do with the number of likes or dislikes versus the number of actual viewers or something like that. The same thing happened to Mr. TARDIS when he remarked about, the ever-loving Mecha Dum Dums video about, when he was talking about her videos and stuff like that. He claimed he got ratio. But, folks, just let's call it what it is. Call it getting botted. And it's happened to me 100 times, if not more. I used to put up a video, and literally within not even 5 minutes of the video being up, it had almost no viewers, but it had like 88 dislikes. You see, that's what they're talking about, ratioed. You see, stupid things like that. Okay, there's something I've been forgetting to mention. Maybe it's because it is on the outstretch of belief, and maybe that's why my brain deleted it. But the good news is, though, okay, let's go over the good news we do know. Sadly, we found out, Segan Akinola will no longer be composing Doctor Who after his last bit was the centenary. Then, of course, we found out that, turns out there's something I found out on the same day I told you about. Russell T Davies has not only been commissioned to do the 60th anniversary specials, but he's also been given the the go ahead for actually 2 series after that and a Christmas special. Now, it's a possibility that the first of the 60th anniversary specials, though, may fall on Christmas this year. We're going to have to wait and get more details. But this is not that. This is another Christmas special that will take place between Series 14 and Series 15. So, we've got that. We now know Russell's been commissioned for Series 14 and 15 and a Christmas special beyond, the 60th anniversary specials. But the thing I forgot to mention is this, and I hope you're all sitting down, because one of the things this source let go is that, remember how we used to joke about, what would happen if Disney took over Doctor Who? And, you'd have Mickey Mouse at the controls, Pluto, and Goofy as the companions, and words reached me that RTD, Bad Wolf, and possibly the BBC, but they'd have to be if this is what I think it is, are in talks with Disney. Now, if this is like a co-production thing, because you got to remember, we know Sony's involved in all this because Sony just picked up a chunk of Bad Wolf Productions. A big chunk. Now, on top of that, I've heard that they're in talks with Disney. So, yeah, Duck Frost. Yeah, thank you for remembering Duck Frost. Yeah. I'm not sure if they own Disney or what, but that's what I'm hearing though. I don't think, nobody owns Disney. Are you kidding me? Disney owns everything else. No, no, no. It's not going to leave the BBC. I don't know any of it. I think it might be some kind of thing where they, hop on as another, thing. So I'm not sure what's all involved with that, or if it would involve getting the show on Disney Plus. We'll have to see what's going on. Like I said, this is way early days on the shit, all right? We're talking still in talks. Okay? So, like I said, don't panic yet. We're talking way early days here. We're talking talks. There's not, papers flying around yet or signatures on, or ink hitting pages yet. But I forgot to mention that the other night. I was trying to figure out why. Why did I keep forgetting to mention that? But like I said, because it's way early days on it. It could not even materialize, all right? Maybe that's one of the reasons why, they didn't want it hitting the media. But, all right, don't be worried about the Beep the Meep episode. I gotta watch this week's The Orville. I've been keeping up on that because, as I said, like I haven't watched Strange New Worlds, but remember, it's just funny as hell that a lot of people don't know that Seth MacFarlane took the treatment for the Orville, the Bible, and all that for it to Paramount. And Paramount basically laughed him out of the office. So he went and said, screw this, I'm doing this on my own. And look at what happened. Phenomenon. And a lot of people don't realize, same thing happened with Babylon 5, because it was all kept under the rug until, I think it was Pat Tallman finally let it go a couple of years back, that the Bible for Babylon 5, the outline for it and all that, had been sent to Paramount. Paramount kept it for over a year and then sent it back to JMS with a rejection notice. And then all of a sudden, just as Babylon 5's going into its own production, look what happened. Deep Space Nine. And I challenge you, I'm not kidding, sit down, and now that you've known this, look at all the similarities. I'm not kidding. Sit down, write down the characters, and note all the similarities. It'll shock the living piss out of you. It really will. I've not watched Strange New Worlds. No, I just don't want to get invested in it because, like I said, I got $50 down that the Tribble episode's coming up. They're gonna pick clean everything they can out of the original series, and I'm not kidding. So you got two. All right, just let's start off the bat. Babylon 5 is in neutral territory, next to a gateway, the hyperspace gateway. Deep Space Nine next to a wormhole. Captain Benjamin Sisko, war veteran, survivor of the Battle of Wolf 359. Sinclair and Sheridan. Sinclair, survivor of the Line, the last stand against the Minbari as they are marching on Earth. Keep going. Sisko hooks up with the freighter captain. Captain Sinclair was hooking up with the freighter captain in the first season before, sadly, Michael O'Hare had to leave the show. Then, Captain Sheridan stepped in later under, Bruce Boxleitner. But still, look at all the similarities. It'll shock the living shit out of you. There's another one for you. First Officer, Major Kira Nerys, Bajoran Resistance Fighter, Oppressed Planet. Now, originally in the pilot, it was Major Takahashi, but we never really got to learn anything about her because they exported her character and they brought in Claudia Christian as Susan Ivanova. Susan Ivanova. War, she was also in the war. Russian. And look at the stuff Russia was through and all that. So, it just scares the crap out of you. Now, I kind of liked the Ronnie's console room. I liked the console she had because it was way different. Um, it wasn't just a recycled console that we know of. So, like I said, keep your eyes and ears on the media. Like I said, this whole thing for Disney is just in talks right now. Like I said, it's not materialized in anything solid yet. Now, Delta and the Banner one, it was okay, but like I said, it's kind of like I can take it or leave it. You know, kind of like the Happiness Patrol. It is. I got to change the atomizer on this thing. So once again, you know, don't go hog wild on this yet. Like I said, it's sad though, because when you see all the stuff that was going to happen in the following series 27 or all that for Doctor Who back then, you know, if you go to Big Finish, they did do a bunch of the scripts for audio that were going to be, like there was going to be a new companion named Rain. Ace was going to go off the train to be a Time Lord and stuff like that. Which would have really twisted the show's canon on its head back then, because remember, you know, only got a friend when they're semiotic nuclei, I mean, Time Lords. All right, hang on. I'm deeply sorry. I try to read this thing, but it's running by so fast. I caught Jeff's message last night. Like I said, it was literally just as I was getting ready to go to bed, because I've been working on a new short story audio. The title of it, It's Time to Pull the Weeds, and I think you'll enjoy it. You know, you folks who are, you know, into sci-fi a bit. It's one I'm just doing all the parts on because I'm pretty much going to hammer that out. I'm like got 3 or 4 short stories in my head, and I'm trying to get those all caught up while I'm waiting for there's one person who hasn't turned in their lines for the next chapter of Murder on the Chatannu, and it's kind of a key scene. Guy, if you go over on the playlists for the Dr. Freedom page, we did a number of audiobooks based on the character Dr. Freedom and his sidekick Eric, and Eric is a bronze Dalek. And in Murder on the Chatannu, you're supposed to find out a little bit more about what's going on with that. How did that happen? How is that even possible? And so, like I said, don't judge me though by the first one. The first one, Skydark, was literally, it was supposed to be like a 30-minute test, and it turned into a 2.5-hour story, and I didn't know half as much about audio editing as I did, you know, later on. So be kind with that one, okay? Because it wasn't one of my best productions, you know, audio-wise as well, because I didn't know half the tricks that I'd learn later on. Because I've been learning more and more about the program I'm using YouTube videos. Well, it's not, you know, the story, yeah, it's a bit jumbled, but it's the audio quality I'm worried about more than anything, because I didn't know about, you know, a lot of the stuff to clean up the audio and all that until, like, I went into the second one, which is Death Moon. And then after that, we did, Comes the Imperator, and I learned a lot more before that one. And then after Comes the Imperator came What Lies Beneath. And then we were working on Murder on the Chatannu, and like I said, it's been going on, I think, 2 years now, and we're just hitting chapter 6, and that's my fault, because, you know, between COVID, things that were going on at home, you know, we've had, you know, things like that, it just got put on the back burner. Okay, well, all right, for you folks who are just stepping in, Jamie, I just got word that RTD is in talks with Disney. And like I said, that's on the early stages. I have really got to go. I'm running behind. So take care, everybody out there. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Above everything, please be kind to everybody today you can. Give everyone a smile if they don't have one. And hopefully we'll see you all in the future. So take care, everybody. Have a great day.